What my day is, it's busy, it's exciting, and very loud. Hello, good morning. My name is Chef Joke Bakare. I'm the chef owner of Chishuru in Fitzrovia, and this is a day in my life. And it's 8 o'clock and I'm ready to start prep. It's a baobab and yogurt sauce. So I'm caramelizing the baobab and yogurt for the gnocchi dish for lunch. And it takes a while to make the sauce. It's about an hour and a half, 1 hour 40. In West Africa, there are different tribes. And in Nigeria alone, we've got like how many major tribes? And everybody's got their own slight take on a main recipe. But one thing is we have sauces, hundreds of different sauces, and some that's very particular to some people. That's why for me, sourcing and making sauces in the restaurant is very, very important because it's the heart of the dish. It ties everything else together. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to do the rice for the dinner. And we are making our jollof rice. So what goes in first is the ginger and garlic paste. And it's just to season the rice before you put the paste in, the jollof paste in. I take off a little bit of the seasoned oil. And we use that in the evening also for the rice dish that goes with the main that we do in the evening. Really good. So what we try and do is fry off. One key point in making our jollof is that the rice remains whole, and it gets as much of the liquid and the flavors into the rice, but there's a technique that it has to just be whole and just be on the points of breaking apart. And doing that, frying it makes it nice and toasty, imparts a lot of flavor to it before we put the jollof sauce in. This is the end goal. This is what you want. You want a mix of nice toastiness in the rice, so it gives like a nutty flavor to the jollof in the end. And it's ready for the sauce. So this sauce takes minimum 3 hours to make because we try and caramelize it because that's the core, the heart of the jollof itself. So you need to get it right. So we're toasting it in it a little bit more before we add the liquid. As long as the sauce base is done, everything else becomes intuition. I'm making Ekwan sauce. With this sauce, we have loads of herbs. In here, we have uziza, which is a pepper leaf. We've got scent leaf, which is from the same family as the basil, and a little bit of bitter leaf, because for us, some of the dishes, we don't use acid to balance it, we use bitter. In there, we've got some ginger, minced ginger, we've got some onions, a little bit of lemongrass, fermented tomato, fermented pepper. We use Scotch bonnet as well, and palm nut cream. The spices we use, indigenous spices. And sometimes we kind of do our own spice blend for stuff. So it makes it slightly different from where you get it. We're just caramelizing a load of onion for the base of the sauce. So Uda, it's grains of selim. A really good quality one reminds me of my grandfather because he's the one, my maternal grandfather, because he loves to cook. And when we go to visit, there's a dish that he makes where when you smell it, it's the Uda that hits you. So every time I smell it, it reminds me of him. As you can see, the sauce is quite intense and it's got all of that fermented peppers, tomato, chili, palm nut cream. This is a take on a lot of West African sauces. The core of it is chili, onions, peppers, and tomatoes. Our rice is ready. The last bit will be Our very funky mix of fish, dried fish, and ogiri, which is a fermented condiment. It is to 11, and I'm a bit late, but I'm making staff breakfast. Otherwise, they're just gonna have coffee all day.
Thank you, Chef.
Good. So breakfast is quite nutritious, nothing too complicated, simple. So today we're just having some eggs on toast. Still, yogurt and baobab sauce is still going. And we've had it on since 8. So it's 12 o'clock and service is about to start. My team, I'm really kind of fortunate. The guys are really amazing. And they just get down and just do it. And a lot of them haven't had any kind of knowledge about West African food, but just really open to learn, to just try new things. So the team are amazing. We'll be plating our ekuru, which is a dish popular in the southwest of Nigeria. And it is black-eyed beans with some wild watermelon seeds. We blitz it with loads of aromats and onions, steam, pumpkin seeds, and wild watermelon seeds. A little bit of fermented chili in there. So this is hibiscus jam, nicely pickled radishes, a bit of the lacto-fermented yellow chili sauce. Service, please. This is ekuru, which is made with black-eyed beans. This is our gnocchi, danwake. I've had yaji. Everybody okay? It reminds me so much of home. It's like a proper street food. A little bit of street food for lunch. And then dinner is much more involved. Yogurt and baobab sauce at the bottom of the dish. Bean gnocchi made with gram flour, tapioca, and rice flour, and with a bit of moringa in it. So that's the breadcrumbs with some sorghum molasses in it, some garlic flowers. This is danwake. So let's go to the market so that we can grab some ingredients for what we need for tonight. For a restaurant that makes food at the level at which we make it, it is very important for me to go to a place to be able to look for the spices and the produce so that I can replicate the flavors that I grew up with. I'm going to the shop where I get fermented cassava as well as spices. So come with me, we're in Dalston, and it's 1 o'clock. One of the really important markets in my community anyway. This is where you come to buy like specialty produce, fermented stuff, things you wouldn't get from your ordinary store. And I started coming here a couple of years ago because my cousin used to come here quite a lot, and she introduced me to the person that owns the shop. And most of the time, what we buy is really, really good quality. Final guest for lunch is gone. We'll do a clean down, get staff meal ready, and then get ready for dinner service. We decided when we opened to do a set menu. Most of the guests that come to us, that was the first time of interacting with the food. We found that it was easier for them to remove the friction of not knowing what to order. The feedback has been amazing. It's been exciting having you. This is my day. And go and watch Charlie Taylor's.